Are we live? We're live. Hello everyone, this is Neon. Welcome to Impromptu English with Neon. And just like it's not even been 1 week, just like 5 days ago, I guess, I am doing a live and impromptu IELTS writing task. And this time it's number 2. So there are 2 IELTS writing tasks. We already did number 1. If you didn't see that video, if you didn't watch it, please check the comment section. Please check the description, it's written there. So this was the essay that I wrote, and last time I got some suggestions to also look at the rubric, to look at the marking scheme after I was done. So this time it's much bigger, right? IELTS writing task 2, it's double the length, it's double the time also suggested. So this time I think I will need an hour or so. So because of that, I will not give a long intro. I will not give some background information. I'll just only give them bare minimum. So first of all, let us select an IELTS writing task 2. From this website you can get how many? 249. Of course, if you Google it, you'll find even more, but this website lists all the IELTS writing task 2s, like at least until 2 or 3 years ago, I guess. I'm not sure. So let us pick one of them. I really like the name number 48, but let's do another. What about 242? Let's pick that. Okay, so I have not read the question yet. I am not gonna read the model answer as well. I'm straight away going to look at the question, copy paste it to my answer script.
Can you see my
Oh, you commented something? Oh, hi. Oh, so you suggested 248. So that was my instinct as well. I wanted to do 248, but since I want to do it fairly, right? Not bringing any bias to it. Okay, so let me copy paste the instruction. It's not a big instruction like task 1, it's little. Okay, there's something wrong with my mouse. Okay, alright, so it is what time now? It is 6:27. So I have about 40 minutes, so that means what? 7:07, right? Right, so it's 6:28 now. Let us finish. I'll try to finish within 7:05, which is 5 past 7, so that I have some minutes to check. Alright, let's start. And also, before I begin, I have also copy pasted the 4 marking criteria elements. These are the criteria: task response, coherence and cohesion, lexical resource, and grammatical range and accuracy, and of course the overall band score. So I am expecting at least an 8.5, but let's see what I get, since my specialty is writing, and it was also my master's thesis on IELTS writing task 2.
And you have also so many videos
regarding screencast feedback. It will also be given in the description, so check that, guys. Alright, so before I begin, I'd also like you to just glimpse through this. This is the official and publicly available IELTS writing task 2 band descriptors. You can also call them rubrics or marking schemes. Okay, so these are the 4. So I will mark my own writing afterward. So I'm not much worried about the time, because 40 minutes is a lot. I don't need 40 minutes to write 250 words. I'm expecting to write about 350 words. Alright, let's start. I haven't even looked at the question yet. Some people believe that social media sites such as Facebook or Twitter have a negative impact on young people and their ability to form personal relationships. Others believe that these sites bring people together in a beneficial way. Okay, so advantages and disadvantages. This is an advantage and disadvantage essay. Give reasons for your answer and include any relevant examples from your own knowledge or experience. Okay, alright. So the first thing to do, I won't comment much throughout my writing, but let me just say this. The first thing to do is to paraphrase the question. All right. It's blue in color. Let me put it in. Instead of some people, I'm saying according to one group. Instead of have a negative impact, I can just say negatively affect, right? It is a very easy paraphrase. Instead of young people, what can I say? I can call them impressionable people, but that is an adjective. Let me think about something else. Young people.
Young learner. Oh, what's the title?
Yeah, young people, like about social media. Social media can impact young people negatively
Yes, yes.
and positively, but that is informal. All right, let me think. Impact. It's all right. I have time. I have 40 minutes. Young people and their ability to form personal relationships. And it is all right to use some words the same way, right? For example, if the topic is traveling, you have to use the word traveling more than once. But if you can, you should use 2 or 3 synonyms as well. I think for now I will keep it young people, and I will mark it. If this was a written test, I mean an IELTS writing test on paper, I would not be able to do this, but let me mark it in. Let me bold it, because I plan to give my IELTS on a computer. So this is a strategy you can do. You can bold it, you can color it, you can highlight it, right? So it's very convenient. Okay, affect young people. Instead of a negative impact, I say in a negative way, or I already said negatively. Okay, negatively young people in instead of form personal relationships, I can say in making bonds with others, right? From the opposite side of the spectrum, I can say instead of bring people together, I can say unite, right? Unite people. So that was a very easy paraphrasing task. I could have written it very complicatedly, but I feel like there is no need of that. So the paraphrasing is done. Now I will give my reason. I have to give at least one reason why some people think that it affects young people negatively, and I will also give another reason, like 1 and 1, so in total 2. But I can also give 2 and 2, which makes 4. So let me do some brainstorming. Okay, So benefits. So this is not part of my main answer. I mean one side. Negative impact, positive impact. Okay. So let me think. Negative impact could be that. Why? Why is there a negative impact? Because of course it is too easy. Contact people nowadays. That can be one negative impact. Because it is too easy, you can always message them. That's why, right? And the positive impact is that still it is though it is easy it does more good than harm mostly, right? Mostly do. So I can give some examples. Example, it is too easy to contact people nowadays. This includes people with too much availability, right? You can say another point, which is too much availability. So I will connect these two together and give an example. So let me just put my brainstorming up to this. Though it is easy, it mostly does more harm than good, more good than harm. So then I will give another example. Like it is just like the telephone, right? After the telephone was invented, so what happened? Do people talk more with other people? Yes. Even though it's so easy, it is still used much more, right? The telephone invention. Alright, so this is enough for an IELTS writing test 2 essay. I don't have to write too much. Alright, so that is all for my introductory paragraph. So I've written 86 words, which is a little bit on the high side for an introductory paragraph, but it's alright. Okay. Going to the second paragraph, which is the first body paragraph, I will talk about the first group's arguments. Alright, the negative consequences. So I am done with my second body paragraph. I'm going to my third body paragraph, which is about the positive side, right? So this actually happened not to one of my friends, but I tweaked the story a little bit. You can write fake stories, artificial stories, imaginary, statistics even. It's alright. It's a writing test, not a. The examiners are not going to fact check you. Alright, so I am mostly done with my second paragraph. Let's see if I want to add something. This is my last sentence. Let me unbold it. Others focus on the positive side, such as alright, so this is the end of my IELTS writing test 2. I still have about 7 minutes left, but I finished before my time ran out. So let me see how much I wrote. I guess I wrote about more than 400 words. 468. Okay. Alright. So before I check my script, let me revise. Okay, according to one group of people, social media platforms negatively affect young people in making bonds with others, though another group, why did I write think? I should have written things. Okay, while another group thinks from the opposite side of the spectrum and believes that such platforms rather unite people in a positive light. Let me write young minds. While the negative consequences of social media, according to the former group, could be that social media websites, I could have sworn I wrote websites, have made it too easy to communicate with others. The latter group would argue that despite the ease, the potential of building personal relationships is significantly high. Okay. Unfortunately, young people, so this is the negative side of social media. Young people are generally often impressionable and are sometimes deceived by the ease with which forming personal relationships on social media sites is possible. For example, on Facebook, someone can have up to a maximum of 5,000 friends, which is extremely unrealistic in real life. Not to mention that this friends, so instead of that, I will write so-called. So-called friends can be all over the globe. Moreover, someone can quote-unquote chat with people who are not even on their friends list. One of my friends once told me that he used to have chat. Okay. Two were suddenly planning, right, to meet. Emergency reason. Oh my gosh. Simply a scammer. Alright. While the previous anecdote is not something that would shock regular social media users, many people argue that on the whole, social media platforms bring more good than harm. According to them, social media is not to blame. It is simply a tool. If, for example, one looks at the telephone and, more importantly, the mobile phone, then most people would say that these inventions have their pros and cons. Of course, contacting someone over the phone is unimaginably easier and faster, especially if that person lives on the other side of the globe. But just because it is easy does not mean that it should not be appreciated. Let me give another sentence here. However, for young people, it is of the utmost importance to develop connections related to academic and job fields, especially in this globalized world. They can conveniently do that by reaching out to potential supervisors and clients on social media. From personal experience, I can say that I cannot imagine what I would do without LinkedIn. So this is also imaginary. I haven't found a potential supervisor from LinkedIn. In conclusion, there are supporters and detractors of the notion that social media inhibits young people from developing healthy personal relationships, whereas some blame social media for its propensity to be excessively available with the scope for deceiving young minds. Others focus on the advantageous sides, such as the ease of access being a net positive. Alright, so I am confident about my essay, and I am happy with how it turned out. I was able to write a lot. Let's see, let's mark my own script. Alright.
Is this the first time you're marking yourself?
Yes, this is the first time. So are you not watching it? Didn't you keep it on?
Yeah, I kept it on, but now I'm writing, so
No, you can keep it on, right? Alright, so first of all, let me bring this up to this page. Okay, task response. What was the task? To talk about both the sides. So not this. Let me bring up the rubric. Here is the rubric. Task response fully addresses all parts of the task. Did I do that? Let me see. Let me check. Some people believe. So this was one view and others believe. So I kept two separate paragraphs for both the views, for both the stances, right? Oh, I could have written stance. It's okay. Give reasons for your answer and include any relevant examples from your own knowledge or experience. Did I give relevant examples? Yes. Here I gave a long example, and here in the second paragraph I gave a shorter one. Okay, so let me see the other criteria. Presents a fully developed position in answer to the question with relevant, fully extended and well supported ideas. Let me see if I get 9 or 8. Sufficiently addresses all parts of the task. Presents a well developed response to the question with relevant. Okay, one is fully and another is sufficiently. This is the only difference. Okay, so I believe I will get a 9 in task response. It's easy to get a 9 in task response. You just have to answer the question, right? It's 9. No feedback here because I don't think I have anything to say about that. Next, cohesion and coherence. So coherence, have you turned it on, Santita? You have not? So 9 requires cohesion in such a way that it attracts no attention. Okay, skillfully manages paragraph. I think I have no problem with paragraphing, but let me see if it matches this one. Sequences information and ideas logically, manages all aspects of cohesion well, uses paragraph. Okay, so 8 or 9, both look good. Let me see. Coding, while, unfortunately, for example, so these are linking words, right? Moreover, later, if, right? While, I think it's fine. I'm also giving it a 9 here because I wrote complex sentences as well, right? So this also goes with grammatical range and accuracy. Let me go to that first. Uses a wide range of structures with full flexibility and accuracy. Rare minor errors occur only as slips. Uses a wide range of structures. The majority of sentences are error-free. Makes only very occasional errors or inappropriations. Did I make any errors? Even if I make them, I can get a 9. It says here, with full flexibility and accuracy. I think there were some mistakes, but I checked them when I was revising, right? So I didn't think there are no mistakes here. I'm also giving it 9. Let me see the lexical resource.
wow, you're getting 9?
I think so. Uses a wide range of vocabulary with very natural and sophisticated control of lexical features. Okay, rare minor errors. Fluently. Natural and sophisticated. So this is vague, you know. Okay.
Why it's vague?
Okay, I think it is clear enough for me, but it is difficult to rate because I rated all my thesis participants, you know, so that's why it's easy for me. Because my master's thesis was on grading IELTS Writing Task 2 essay, so I know how to grade it, but if you look at it, it's not easy because the criteria, they are vague. Because it's writing, how can you scientifically assess writing? Can you do that? I don't think so. So I think I did use a lot of synonyms. I was worried about finding a synonym for young people, but I wrote young minds. Okay. So I could have also written something like young sprouts, but I think that is very that is excessive, right? I think it's alright. So even if it is 8 lexical research, still overall I'll get a 9. But here is my final verdict. Alright, so this was the video. How many minutes am I in? How many minutes is it going for? I can't see. Can you see it?
Wait.
Alright, so I think 48 minutes. Alright,
Yeah,
that's good.
48.
Alright.
Wow, 48.
My favorite number. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed and hope you stay with me on my journey to become more fluent in English.